How do F1 suspension systems balance grip versus aero? Imagine racing at over 200 miles per hour, where every tiny adjustment can make a big difference. That's what F1 teams do with their suspension systems. They work hard to find the perfect balance between grip and aerodynamics. But how exactly do they do it? Let's break it down. F1 suspension systems are made up of springs, dampers, and anti-roll bars. The springs absorb bumps and vibrations, keeping the tires firmly on the track. Dampers control how the springs move, preventing the car from bouncing or oscillating too much. Anti-roll bars connect the left and right wheels, reducing body roll during sharp turns. These parts work together to give the driver stability and control. Now, because F1 cars generate a lot of downforce, pushing the car down onto the track, the suspension has to handle huge vertical forces. If the suspension is too soft, the car will bounce and lose grip. If it's too stiff, the ride height might be too high or too low, messing with the aerodynamics. The goal is to keep the car at just the right height so the aerodynamic elements, like the underbody and ground effect tunnels, work at their best. To do this, F1 teams use special components like torsion bars and heave springs. Torsion bars resist rolling in corners, making the car more stable. Heave springs control vertical movement, helping the car stay at a consistent ride height even when aerodynamic loads increase. Sometimes, these springs are designed with mesh discs or pneumatic parts that act like springs, giving some flexibility over bumps but stiffening under high loads. Adjustable dampers are also key. They can be tuned to respond differently depending on the track conditions. Gas-filled dampers convert kinetic energy into heat, controlling oscillations and keeping the car stable. Anti-roll bars help balance the grip between the left and right sides during cornering, preventing excessive body lean. The geometry of the suspension also plays a big role. Push rods or pull rods connect the wheels to the inside components, allowing the suspension to be packed tightly inside the chassis. This reduces drag and improves airflow around the car, helping aerodynamics. In short, F1 suspension systems keep the tires glued to the track for grip while resisting the aerodynamic forces trying to push the car down. They do this by carefully tuning springs, dampers, and geometry to match each circuit's demands. This way, the car can corner sharply and stay stable at high speeds, making the most of both grip and aerodynamics. Without this balance, the car would either slide on uneven surfaces or lose downforce, losing precious seconds on the track.